Keith Lee has officially Thanos snapped yet another business, and this one is pretty crazy. Let's talk about it. Now, if you guys been following along, a couple months ago I talked about how Keith Lee just Thanos snapped a company by the name of The Real Milk and Honey, but it was all self-inflicted. If you guys remember, The Real Milk and Honey basically said, who is Keith Lee and why should I care that he's out here in Atlanta, you know, reviewing our product.
See this Keith Lee video about The Real Milk and Honey?
And who is this Keith Lee?
Inevitably, that was a horrible take. People started boycotting The Real Milk and Honey. They lost a lot of business, but ultimately they lived. The Thanos snap was not strong enough to scare them away. They're still running business as usual as of now that I know of. But I can't say that about the Sweetly Seasoned food truck in Dallas, Texas. Keith Lee was doing a little food tour around Dallas, and a couple content creators caught wind of this and decided to post a video basically begging Keith Lee to go review one of their mom's food trucks called Sweetly Seasoned Food Truck.
Keith Lee is officially in Dallas. I asked him for help and come to visit my mom's food truck to hopefully turn it around. She is an award-winning pastry chef and she is a culinary chef. She has 2 degrees. We are just from Milwaukee and here in Dallas.
Now Keith Lee must have seen this video, he stitched it, and he decided to go try it out for himself. Now the food wasn't the problem because he did try the food. He gave it all really good reviews. He thought the food was great, especially for a little food truck.
A pulled pork sandwich, fried ribs with french fries, jerk chicken tacos with beans and rice, and 2 orders of banana pudding. Is this $80 worth of food? In my opinion, no. It's just really good seasoned pulled pork with pickles and barbecue sauce. 7.8 out of 10. These are deep fried ribs. And when they say deep fried, boy. The rib by itself is very flavorful, it's crispy, it's meaty. The ribs with the sauce as is, I'm gonna go with 7 out of 10.
He was so enamored by the food that he even decided to go above and beyond, especially since there was a big hype and crowd. There was even a barber there and a girl doing braids for people there as well.
They outside cutting hair, doing braids, waiting on us.
Which is honestly pretty dope. Now Keith Lee, with his great big heart, decided to give these people a huge tip or donation, I guess.
We left a $4,000 tip behind. God, it's amazing.
I appreciate y'all for having us. I see y'all giving out haircuts and doing braids. So we want to leave $1,000 to the barber so we can cut everybody hair for free. We want to leave you $1,000 to fix the hair. We want to leave you $2,000. Yeah, I just did. So say you charge my barber $4,000 and y'all give me however y'all feel. I appreciate it. Absolutely.
He thought their work in the community was awesome, so he gave each one of them $1,000. So $1,000 for the barber, $1,000 for the hairstylist or the braid stylist. I'm not sure what to call them, but $1,000 for each. And then the actual food truck owner got $2,000. So $4,000 in total. Now she wasn't accepting cash at the time, or Keith Lee didn't have cash. So what he did, he just gave her $4,000 and told her to split the money between the other 2 people, and then obviously for her to keep that $2,000. So what does she do? A, did she distribute the money evenly? B, kick Keith Lee out and tell him to keep his money, she doesn't want his charity? Or C, steal the money and keep it all to herself? Now if you chose D, keep the money and not distribute it to anybody, well, my friend, you are correct. And that is why people are very upset with her. It even made her shut down her business. As of now, if you look up the Sweetly Seasoned food truck, it says temporary, or actually it says permanently closed. These are screenshots from other people that have been posting about it. I've looked it up myself and it's not even on Google anymore. They've shut down completely. Now, I don't know if this is permanently or they're just going to move locations and then or start a new name, you know what I mean? That's probably what they're gonna do, in my opinion. I have no idea if they're gonna do this, but they're probably gonna rebrand, rename themselves, open up in a new location, and business as usual. Because I don't see anybody giving up their whole career livelihood over $4,000. It's not enough money to just up and go, you know what I mean? But now Keith Lee, I mean, obviously he's not gonna reply to this. He gave his donation. Rightfully so. It was up to the people to do the right thing. They decided not to, and so inevitably it was the consequences of their own actions. They could have done the right thing. Business would have been booming. They probably would have made more than that $4,000 she decided to keep. Now they're permanently closed. So moral of the story, kids, always do the right thing. it's always better to do the right thing, especially after having Keith Lee review your food truck. Like, that's the last thing you want. The last thing you want is for any negative press to come out. Again, they haven't replied to any of this. This just happened a couple days ago. Keith Lee hasn't said anything about this. So the sweetly seasoned food truck must have mixed up the sugar with the salt when adding it to their morals, but the internet will always find out. Anyways, what do you guys think? Have you guys heard about the sweetly seasoned food truck and Keith Lee? Let me know down below. What do you guys think? Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I'll see you on the next fresh, delicious, brand new video. Peace out.